Hey, it's Open Criminal Space and Equity. We're all about increasing assets and creating new space. Here today to talk about an article in This Day. It's a publication, a newspaper in Nigeria, about the Central Bank of Nigeria's new investment strategy. Read some excerpts of it and share my thoughts. So this is from January 11th, Saturday, January 11th, 2025. The CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria, unveils non-resident accounts to boost diaspora investments remittance. Says the Central Bank of Nigeria yesterday announced the introduction of a non-resident ordinary account, the NRNOA, and non-resident Nigerian investment account, NRNIA, which aim at enhancing foreign capital inflows through investments and remittance by Nigerians in the diaspora. So basically, folks like me who are living in the United States, living in Canada, living in Europe, uh, making sure that they can invest in Nigeria and repatriate their dollars, moving in and out, which has been a challenge, a huge challenge over the past 5 years. All right, so while the NRNOA enables non resident Nigerians to remit their foreign earnings to Nigeria and manage funds in both foreign and local currencies, the NRNIA, the non-resident Nigerian investment account, enables, it's page 5 here. The downtime makes me anxious as well as I'm scrolling, but I want to properly communicate this. Citizens living abroad to invest in assets in Nigeria in either foreign currency or naira. The new central bank policy conveyed in a circular dated January 10th, 2025, and signed by the Central Bank of Nigeria, Acting Director, Trade Exchange Department, Dr. W.J. Kanya, which was addressed to all authorized dealer banks and the public. The Apex Bank further unveiled framework to guide the implementation of the policy. Under the policy, account holders may maintain both foreign exchange accounts and or local currency accounts to facilitate transactions and participate in diverse investment opportunities, the Apex Bank stated. Among other benefits, the Central Bank of Nigeria said that the initiative would improve access to non-resident Nigerians to opportunities in the Nigerian economy and increase contribution of the diaspora community in the country's socio-economic development. NRN can also use their non-resident Nigerian investment accounts to participate in Nigeria's diaspora bond and other debt instruments issued locally, specifically targeted the Nigerian diaspora or available to the investment publics. So here's the deal. Many Nigerians, like foreigners living mainly in the West, enjoy participating, investing back at home, whether that's sending money home or whether that's buying real estate at home for retirement purposes, for investment purposes. This is something that folks like to do. The challenge that we've experienced over the past presidential regime was that you cannot necessarily take your money out. Once the money was in naira, you couldn't repatriate it out. You could if you had a corporation to do so, but as an individual, it was very challenging to do so. Not to mention the currency exchange was so volatile. Now, this opportunity looks like the Nigerian government's attempt to bring in more investment dollars, but also help stabilize. If you're inviting people abroad who tend to have enhanced financial circumstances, perhaps as compared to the average Nigerian citizen, not to all of Nigerian citizens, so don't get it twisted. There's some people with a lot of money in Nigeria. If you're the top earning Nigerians or top wealth, however you define that, whether by assets, trust me, you likely have more than Nigerians abroad. However, the average Nigerian citizen is definitely the diasporan that has more wealth. And so in inviting these, let's call it middle to upper middle class to invest, it gives you opportunity to have more activity in the real estate space, which is so needed right now in Nigeria. It also gives you opportunity for these individuals who not only because of work from home and more flexibility in that space, have the capacity and perhaps the desire to live some months in Nigeria, live some months in the country where they're earning wealth in other venues. That flexibility is huge, and that flexibility probably helps further stabilize the naira if there's more activity. Because what the biggest challenge we're having right now in Nigeria is that there's huge growth, and then you export raw materials, minerals, import finished goods, which just does huge havoc to the exchange rate and inflation. These are efforts perhaps to help stabilize it. I know I'm excited to be participating in an investment opportunity in Nigeria, and this type of tool will be huge moving money in and out the country. So excited to hear this. Hopefully, this has success. Just wanted to share some data. Thank you for Mr. Owele, Uncle Oscar, for sharing this on a daily basis. I get a copy of this newspaper, and it allows me to keep up to date with the current events in Nigeria. Hey, at Space and Equity, we believe in increasing assets and creating new space. When you come correct, they can't stop you. Check us out at spaceequitycorp.com. Reach us at 214-251-4786, 214-251-4786, or at my email, obi@spaceequitycorp.com. There's a plethora of opportunities right now, very strong investment opportunities if you want to participate. Be my guest.